What's up, fam? Welcome back to yet another Daily Driven Stings episode. And today, I'm at a customer's house working on a Dodge Ram 1500. It's an EGR valve, very common for these trucks because the EGR tube or the valve can get clogged with, well, you guys already know, carbon. So when it gets built up with carbon, that little solenoid that's in that EGR valve cannot function correctly, and it will throw a check engine light at you. Then you know you need to rechange out your EGR valve. Right now it is 115 here in Arizona. It is pretty damn hot, but you know, it's the beginning of summer. I'm already used to the summers out here. I worked in 130 degree weather before and it's perfectly fine with me. Mechanic for a living, especially being a mobile mechanic, it really does suck because you're outside working in the heat 24/7. all the time, every day, doing what you're doing. I'm waiting for the customer to come back. He's just gonna go check for an EGR valve because, or not an EGR valve, excuse me, an EGR tube, because the tube is so packed with carbon. I can literally clean it out, yes. I can use a pick, use some brake cleaner, spray it in there, clean it out, but it just looks really, really bad. It just needs a new tube. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick all that stuff out, spray it, clean it. He has a new EGR valve that I'm going to be throwing in, and if you have never done an EGR valve on a Dodge 1500 with the 4.7, you're in for a treat. There's two little bolts that sit in the back side. One is really easy to get to, the other one's, depending on your skill, is really easy to get to. Do not try to force yourself to try to take off the EGR tube. You can do that separately when you pull the EGR valve out, and then you can take the two bolts out of the EGR tube, replace the gasket, clean the EGR tube out if necessary, which in this case, this truck has about 225,000 miles on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to replace that for him. And then as soon as he comes back, I'm gonna put it back in. Other than that, I just wanted to fill you guys. So here's the EGR tube. I kind of got a little bit out of there, but the valve side of it looks pretty bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be changing out his EGR valve, which is right here. This one is Bazooka. It had no gasket left over at the bottom. So that EGR valve is way back here. And as you guys can tell, I've already pulled it already, and it goes into that hole there, which means you're gonna wanna replace that blue seal right there no matter what. You don't want to have any leaks with the EGR valve. Most likely, a lot of the times, you will throw another check engine light if you try to use that blue O-ring again.